Abusive relationship is not worth staying in for. This is the story of two women who have lost their lives in the hands of their husbands. Yes, I said husbands, not enemies. Men who took these women to the altar and promised to cherish them forever. Hello, precious one. Welcome back to our channel, and if today is your first time, you are very much welcome. So in today's video, we are talking about abusive relationship. Women are going through a lot because of abusive relationships. Children go out there to abuse their fellow children because they think it is normal. They always see daddy beating mommy, so they think it is a normal thing to do. I am going for the ladies because most often we don't hear about stories like a woman beating the husband. I know I've heard of one before, but we don't hear it more often. I think for me, when you take 100 couples, you will get just one out of this. I don't know, so just educate my ignorance at the comment section below. If you hear about women beating their husbands more often, please let me know. But for me, I don't think this happens more often. It's always the women who are the victims, okay? So we are going to address this today. Listen, love is to be enjoyed, not to endure. Please don't stay in an abusive relationship and die. So this is a story of a gospel singer who has lost his life because of her husband, because of an abusive relationship. And of course, I will say this again. If you notice that someone is going through this, please don't say that this is not my case. I don't want to worry my head about this. Please help them out. Sometimes they think they are trapped in the relationship. They can't get out. Sometimes they think they've wasted their time with this particular man that now they are old. When they get out, they're not going to get any other love. Sometimes they think the children they have 4 or 5 kids, so no one is going to accept them. Women are going through a lot in an abusive relationship. In as much as the Bible doesn't support divorce, it also doesn't support killing. God don't want you to die when your time is not due, okay? So most of the time they make excuses like, my children are small, I have 3, 4 kids, 5 kids with him. I don't want to get out of this relationship. I'm not saying you should divorce them, but there's something called separation. Separate, all right? And then pray for him or let people talk to him. Don't stay in that abusive relationship and then lose your life. In this time that we are living in, even when you are alive, children sometimes find it difficult in life, not to talk of when you are no more. Because if someone will love your children, it will never be like you taking care of them. It will never be like you loving them. So don't stay in an abusive relationship and lose your life, okay? People will advise you to stay in a relationship and then pray. I mean, you can stay afar and then pray. It will also work. Prayer doesn't only work when you are near. So you can't be in this relationship. This man will hit you today. You will get a swollen eye and then you work making excuses for this person. Love is to be enjoyed, not to endure. Okay, when they love you, they are not going to hit you. When they love you, they are not going to hurt you. So it is said that this man was very wicked to the wife to the extent that sometimes he would tie the wife up and then ask the children to beat the woman. Now this woman will be begging the children to beat her because if they don't do it, the man is going to beat the hell out of those children. How wicked can somebody be? How wicked can a man be? This is a woman that you make love to. This is the mother of your children. Even if you would do this to her, not in front of the children. This is what I say, okay? In every relationship, there is argument. I'm not talking of abuse right now. Argument, little argument. Don't do it in front of the kids. Not to talk of asking the kids to beat this woman. Abusive relationship is a no. It is also said that this man can just ask the woman to get out of the car in the middle of nowhere at midnight just because this woman asked him to slow down, not to overspeed. Slow down. Just, honey, please slow down. I think you are overspeeding. Get out of this car. I don't want to hear you talking. I mean, this doesn't make sense. It's only family relationship that you cannot use ex for. You can't say she is my ex-mom. She was my ex-daughter. You can't use ex for family relationship, but any other relationship out there, trust me, you can use ex for. So this man can tell you that you are his ex and get another woman. And besides, when you die, there is no law in this world that prevents a man from marrying when the wife is no more. So you would die and another woman is going to take your place and misbehave with your children. And what annoys me so much is that people came out when she died to testify that this woman was suffering in the marriage. That sometimes even when she goes to the studio to, rehearse about her music, this man will tell her to sing this song and she'll be like, no, I think I want to sing this one. And no, since you're not going to sing the song, I'm telling you to sing a slap, just a hot slap one. I mean, this doesn't make sense. I saw a video of a marriage ceremony when it was time for the bride's father to talk. He just said this, listen, I am not tired of my child. I am not tired of my daughter. I'm not tired of seeing her face in my house all the time. Just that she has found love in you. So in the course of time, when you go with her and you lose this love that you have for her right now, please don't kill her. Bring her back to me. And it was very emotional. Everybody was crying because this is happening too much. Women are losing their lives in the hands of their husband. No one will get married to his or her enemy in this world. This is a woman you said I love you to before. This is a woman you've had wonderful relationship, wonderful moments with before. So what happened? What changed? Why is the relationship like this right now? Any small mistake, you're going to hit this woman. I know of a situation where two friends were just playing around. So they were laughing and the other friend just pushed that one, in a playful way. He did not mean to hurt the other party. He just pushed him in a playful way. And this other person lost balance and then hit his head on the wall and then died at the spot. So if that can happen in a situation like this, how much more of a man who is intentional of what he is doing? Please don't stay in an abusive relationship and then lose your life. It is not worth it. You are worth more than this. Listen, I know of a woman who got out of a relationship with 6 kids and still she has found love. This woman has endured a lot. Now she is no more. And I'm going to beg our parents, the mothers who tell their daughters that since you are going to your husband's house, please don't come back to this house, because it is a shame for a woman to go to her husband's house and then come back again because the marriage did not work. So now you tell the girls to stay in the marriage even if things are not going on well, even if it is dangerous, even if it is a threat to their life, they should still stay in the marriage, because when they come home, it is a disgrace for the family. Please stop that. Please stop that. Marriage is not do or die situation. Marriage is not a do or die situation. When the person is abusive, please get out of the relationship. I'm not talking of divorce. You can separate. And trust me, when he loves you, he's not going to raise a hand, not even a finger on you. Ever since God created man, he created woman as well. He presented the woman to the man, and the man was, wow, this is the flesh of my flesh. This is the bone of my bone. I'll call this woman because she was taken out of me. And guess what? When sin came and God was questioning the man said, is it not because of the woman that you brought in my life? So now, God doesn't choose for anyone anymore. He did not give Adam an option. He just brought the woman to Adam. But right now, God doesn't do it anymore. He's there. If you give him the chance, he will do it. So he now needs your permission to give you the right person. So if you think you can do it on your own and then you go in for the person, God is there watching you. And trust me, you will get a wrong person and you will end up in a relationship that is not pleasant to be in. So you have to give him the permission. That just tell him, Lord, you have my permission. I want to marry. Give me the right woman. Give me the right man. Trust him for that. If you don't ask him, trust me, he's not going to do that for you. First, the man tried to deny it, but they carried an autopsy on her, and it was confirmed that she died because of an abuse, because the man beat her. I mean, this is the height of wickedness. This is the height of wickedness. And with the second woman, she died because the house was set on fire. And it is also alleged that it is the man who set the house on fire because he didn't want to beat this woman, all right, for him to go to prison, that you have abused your wife. So he intentionally set the house on fire so that this woman would be burnt to death. So in this story, the woman fell in love with the man when he had nothing, and now they are very well to do. So this woman vowed to herself never to leave that marriage for another woman to come and enjoy what she has labored for. And guess what? She is no more right now. And guess what? Again, that man is going to marry again. Please, nothing should keep you in an abusive relationship. Not because of your children, because you can eventually die and then leave them. Not because you have suffered with this man for a long time, so you don't want to go in for someone else to come and enjoy. You will eventually die and he is going to marry again. Don't give an excuse. If you are in an abusive relationship, please separate. We are not talking of divorce here, separate, okay? For him to work on his behavior, you can pray for him afar. I mean, stand afar to pray for him. Don't be in that relationship praying for him because he is going to kill you. When the man hits you, go and report him. Let him sign a bond never to touch you again. If it is dangerous, if your marriage is a threat to your life, please run for your life. It is safety first. It is safety. It's true that women should submit to their husband, but there is something that husbands must also do as well. Husbands, love your wife. Love your wife. You cannot force a woman to submit to you, but when you love the woman, that is the outcome, all right? It comes naturally when you are pampered, when your man loves you. Submitting to him is no work at all. It comes naturally. So do your part. The woman is also going to do her part. Marriage is beautiful, please. We should stop painting marriage black to our children. As if marriage, when you're going into a marriage, you are selling your freedom. As if you are getting into a bondage. As if you are going into slavery. I don't even know the word to use. We are painting marriage black to the world. Please, marriage is ordained by God and it's very beautiful. Marriage is very beautiful. Stop being abusive. Stop beating your wife as if she's your child. You don't even have the right to beat up your children like that, not to talk of your wife. She is your wife, your better half, your helper. That house is a home, not a battling field. Please, stop abusing the women. This is wickedness at its highest level. Beating your wife mercilessly to the point of her losing her life. Wow. And with the second one, if the cause of the fire is really true that it was the man who set the house on fire purposely to get the wife burnt, this is unforgivable, guys. When I think of this, I still cannot understand what will make a man do this. Like, indeed, there was no love left in that relationship. So please help. If you see someone in an abusive relationship, sometimes they are vulnerable and their minds are not working. So please help. We stand for a healthy relationship. So please stop abusing the women. And if you're a woman here abusing your husband, please stop abusing your husband. And as I always tell you that you can only be the best version of you in Christ Jesus. Stay blessed, take good care of yourself, and don't wait to get a reason before you get happy. Be happy all the time because happiness is a medicine for the body and the soul as well. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to this channel, like my videos, and share with your family and friends. So we meet again in my next video. I love you. Take care. Bye.